Kansas City Chiefs add some depth to the backfield here, and they signed Ronald Jones to a one-year contract. So over the last few seasons, Jones, he's been pretty decent with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But Leonard Fournette, he emerged in that backfield, and fumble issues have held them back over the last two seasons. So last season in 2021 for Ronald Jones, 428 rushing yards on 101 attempts. 13 targets, 10 catches, 64 receiving yards, and 4 rushing touchdowns with 2 fumble losses. So last season he was banged up, and he didn't see the field much after Leonard Fournette had a couple breakout games early in the season. And now Fournette re-signed with Tampa Bay early in the week, and Ronald Jones was expandable, and he left and went to Kansas City, where I think he could have a decent chance of getting touches. We know he could be an every down back or close to it. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, over the last few seasons, he just hasn't been good early in his career in the NFL. And 2020, Ronald Jones, he almost rushed for 1,000 yards as well. 192 rush attempts, 978 rush yards, 7 rushing touchdowns, 28 catches, 165 yards, and a receiving touchdown with 2 fumble losses. If he could cut down the fumble losses, I wouldn't be surprised if Ronald Jones has a major role with this Chief team. And there's also reports after losing Tyreek Hill and trading him away after he didn't want to re-sign with Kansas City since they didn't show him the big extension. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he could line up as a wide receiver, and Jones, he could get a lot of work. I know Derek Gore's still there as well, so they got some good options in the backfield. But I think Ronald Jones went to Kansas City because he thinks he has a chance he could get a decent amount of work each ball game, and he's a guy I would target in the later rounds of my fantasy drafts going into the summer. Probably anywhere from the 10th to the 12th round is a decent way to get Ronald Jones. And who knows, if he has a good training camp and he beats Edwards-Helaire out, then obviously he's a running back you'll probably draft in the 5th to 6th round if he wins the starting job. So a nice little move here for the Chiefs, I think, getting Ronald Jones. And if he could stay healthy and just not fumble the football, he's definitely a player that has good fantasy value and can help the Chiefs enter in 2022.